Okay, so you've logged into Adobe Spark and now you want to create a video. There's actually lots of different kinds of projects you can create using Adobe Spark, cool flyers and things, and it's all free to use. But we're going to concentrate on creating a video today. Once you have logged in, as per the instructions I had in my last video, you're going to click your plus sign here on the left. You're going to scroll down to video. You're going to wait. I skipped this part. It's supposed to help guide you through some templates that they have, but I like to do it from scratch. So I click skip here, and rather than choose one of their templates, I'm going to click start from scratch. They have little advertising or inspirational sayings between when you're clicking. Slightly annoying, but you can also watch this great video that gives you some quick instructions on how to use the program. But I'm going to show you the different steps. So it's similar to creating a slideshow, except instead of the slides being on the left-hand side, they all run along the bottom. They come pre-prepared with an introduction slide and a credits slide and some sort of call to action slide, they're calling it. On the right-hand side, you can see there's different tabs and different choices. So for layout, you have a full screen. So this will take up your whole screen. A split screen, which splits the screen into two sides. A caption, which you could have a photo, video, or icon. And then on this side, you'd have some sort of words that would go along with that caption. And you have a title and text page. So this allows you to have a background photo, a large title, and a smaller subtitle. From here, you can go to theme. And these are different kinds of themes. Each one has its own kind of color palette that goes with it. And each one has its own set of fonts that go along with it. So colors and sets of fonts are kind of pre-chosen. You have so in this noir one, I could pick between 5 different color schemes. If I were to click on it, and they would, when you point to it, kind of shows you some of the things that they would do. They also have specific transitions that go with each of these choices, how the words will fly on the page. You don't have a lot of control over that. They try to make this easy and fun to use. There's a resize for if you want to create a video that just works mainly well on cell phones or just as square, like if you were creating something for Instagram, I guess. And then widescreen for a computer, laptop. And then there's music, which you can add to the background. And we'll go through this all afterwards. So I'm going to start with my layout. My first slide, I'm going to full screen. Actually, I would like a title and text. So I'm going to look for a background photo. So remember, hopefully you've created a Google Drive with all of your pictures in it, a Google Drive folder with your pictures in it that you wanted to use, and you've got a storyboard so you know what you're going to say over each slide. And you could put a full video behind this also. I'm going to click photo. And here I've got choices. I could take a photo, I could upload a photo, I could also go down here and connect to my Google Drive. And I'm going to give it permission to use my Google Drive and access it to use for the photos that I've put in here. It kind of rehashes, kind of restarts. And now I'm going to go ahead and my title text and photo, Google Drive. Now it's connected. It found my drive, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to my social studies folder. Sorry, I've got a lot of folders in here. All right, so today's Adobe Spark project. I'm going to go ahead and start with my tree number 1. This is the one I want here. Click select. It's going to throw this in the background for me. I can, by clicking this pencil, I can edit it a bit. I can have it zoom in a bit on the tree or zoom out as much as possible. Of course, I would like it to fill the screen. I'm going to go ahead and click on the large title piece and call this Trees by Mr. St. Germain. Oop, yeah, it's helpful to spell your name correctly. And you'll notice there's a timer here on the bottom right, and this is how long this slide will show up in the video. And I can click on this, and I can extend that time. You really don't want a slide sitting there for more than 7 or 8 seconds, unless you're going to have narration over it. And I'm not going to start my narration on this slide. I would start this on the second slide. So I'm set with this one. I'm going to go ahead and add another slide. So right here, I'm going to click. And if I want to play at any point, just to see what it looks like, I go ahead and click play. And this is what it's going to do. And you'll notice it's slightly zooming in on my tree. All right, when I'm done looking at that, I'm going to go ahead and click this to close. And let's go to, and actually, let's try a different theme for a minute, because let's see what kind of words. There, that's nice. So let's play that, see what happens. Nice. All right, I'm going to click my plus sign, add a new slide. I would like this one. I'm going to keep this, again, the theme applies to all of your slides. So once you select a theme, it goes to all of them. I'm just going to pick one theme for my whole show, of course. I'm going to make this one a split screen. And let's have my text here. Here is another tree. I hope your show is much more exciting than mine. I'm just doing this quickly for example. You notice it's T minus, T plus. This lets the text, you can enlarge the text, and you can also reduce it. On this side, I'm going to choose another tree, another photo here from my Google Drive, and let's do this tree, lonely Japanese tree. Great, and if, again, I can edit this. I can click on it and drag it. I can enlarge it. I can reduce it. I can change the amount of time it spends in my show. Now, if I were to record narration over this, it would actually extend the time for it so that it wouldn't cut off my speaking, which is really nice. So I'd go ahead. I don't know how it's going to work with me recording the Screencastify over this, but let's just see. So you're going to press and hold here while speaking. Here is another tree. This is a Japanese cherry tree. It's all by itself in the middle of a giant field. Very exciting. And then you can go ahead and click on here to play it. And I don't think you're going to be able to hear what it says because I don't have it so you can hear my system audio. But just know that it is playing. Very exciting. And I'm noticing here now, here I'll play it one more time. Here is another tree. It does already have background music included in this that I can change afterwards, but it automatically picked one. All right, from here, you're just going to keep adding, applying different types of layouts to each of your slides until your show is done. You can record your narration all at once when you're all done. You don't have to do it after you create the slide, because you can go back and forth. I could create or add narration to this slide now if I wanted to. On your credits slide, remember, you'll be adding all of the URLs that you collected on the document here. And I would just simply copy all of your URLs. And then from here, paste it. So that at least you've given credit to where you got all of your, actually I put it on the wrong slide. It should have gone the credit slide, I believe. Oh no, there it is, great. And then finally, what you want to do is add music, and it will time the music to end just when your show is over, which is kind of nice. And you can go through, and what you want to do is there's a big list of free music that they allow, and you can just click on them and listen to them. You can raise or lower the volume from here. You don't want the music drowning out your words. You also, if you have music that you want to add, you can add your own music, and it will let you search through your files to see what music that you have that you want to upload. I just recommend using their music because they do a nice job of timing it. So there you have it. Those are the steps that you need to know to create a slideshow. And in the next video, I'll talk to you a little bit sharing and downloading.